welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back, DNG.
We're back with the new video. It's been 2 weeks, I think. We haven't recorded anything because Daniel was gone.
I'm sick.
No, you weren't. You were in Vegas. He left to Vegas, so we couldn't be recording, and obviously he did not record out there, but
yeah,
here we are.
It was a quick trip. It was last minute thing.
He didn't take me. I stayed home. Just kidding.
Couldn't go.
It was a long story why I did not go, but I was supposed to go. I didn't go, and he went, so we weren't able to record anything. But we're here with the new video, and how you guys can see, we're gonna be talking about Daniel's
Room.
this place.
Well, planes going over us like every.
I know. I was like, there's record outside, but I kind of low-key forgot that the planes are passing by like
all the time,
every minute. But
especially on Sundays, I don't know why. Like, there's more flights on Sundays or what? More people travel on Sundays, I guess.
But we're gonna be talking about Daniel's haunted ass room.
Boom, boom, boom.
His room's haunted.
There's something in there,
It's creepy.
and we don't know what to do.
So let's start telling them. We're gonna tell you guys like stuff that has happened to us in the room, or like to me or whatever, that it's like kind of creepy, so it makes us think like there's something in the room.
I do think there's something in the room.
Lucky I do too. Like you, like before, like you wouldn't feel like, I don't think you would feel weird in the room, and like now you have like you feel like a weird vibe like once you're in there, or at least I do, because I'm always in there, and before I wouldn't feel weird, and now I do.
Well, ever since I moved in, I kind of felt something, and I used to get a lot of like sleep paralysis. You know, when like you're laying, like when you go to sleep on your back, and then you feel like something's on top of you, and you can't move or like wake up or scream or anything. Like I used to get that a lot, but ever since like she started staying with me, it kind of went away. But like maybe that thing is trying to like attack you.
I don't know.
Or it has, right?
I think, well, once I wouldn't get the sleep, what do you call it?
Sleep paralysis.
I would not get that, and I gotten it once or twice already here in his house, and yeah, it's weird because I wouldn't like get it at all, and I finally got it out, and it feels so weird. I know, like everybody would talk about it, because like even my sisters, like they like it would happen to them often, and like they would always talk about it, but like I was like, that never happened to me, and like once it happened to me, I was like, that shit feels bad, like it's weird, like it's not a good feeling. But let's see, what's the first thing that happened to us, like?
Well, tell them about the time that happened to you, like when I went to the gym.
All right, so yeah, this was recently. I think this was like what? Like,
About 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about like 2-3 weeks ago actually. And so it was not super early, but it was early morning, kinda. Yeah. And Daniel, I was knocked out, and Daniel woke up, and he was like, "Oh, like let's go to the gym." I was like, nah. Like I want to stay in. Like I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm hella lazy, so I was like, I'm not gonna get up to go to the gym. Like it's 10 a.m. I was like, screw this. Like no. And Daniel was like, well, I'm going, and I was like, peace. Like I'm staying. So I stayed, whatever, right? And I ended up falling asleep once he left, and I woke up like, that's the thing, like I don't know how to like explain it, because I don't know, like it's like a dream, but in a way it's not a dream. Like it was like I was dreaming it, but then I wasn't dreaming it, so it's hella confusing. It's like really confusing. But I was like sleeping, and then I woke up because I heard I think it was, did I tell you it was a door?
Yeah, the door.
Yeah, I heard like the door being open, and like his like door like rechina, like you know, like once you open the door. So like I woke up, like I remember I looked up, and there's like no one there. So like I kind of laid my head back again, and I was like, well, Daniel's at the gym, like his sisters usually don't come inside the room just like that. I was like, not even her husband. So like who could it have been, right? So I was just kind of like out of it. Like I just thought it was weird. And then all of a sudden, like I started like I was sleeping, like my feet were like in one corner of the bed, and my head was like in the other corner of the head. Of the bed, like this.
Sideways.
Yeah, sideways kind of. And I started like his bed, like rechina, like how do you say it, like.
Makes noise.
Yeah, it just makes hella noise. Like if you sit down, it makes hella noise. Like if you put a hand down, like it makes hella noise. And like I heard, like I felt like someone sitting like in the corner of the bed by where my feet. Not like sitting, but like somebody like. It felt like somebody was sitting down because you could feel the bed going down and my feet were there, so you could feel like pressure on my feet. And then I started feeling like somebody was going like crawling into the bed, but crawling like to me. Like it was a weird ass feeling, like crawling like to me. And I started feeling like my whole body like I couldn't move, like I was paralyzed. Whatever, I was paralyzed and I couldn't move. But by that time I was, yeah, like I was already awake, and like it just started going like from my feet all the way up to my head. But I was like sleeping, sideways, so I was like this, right? And like I'm like laying down, and I could feel like I can't even move. Like I'm just like there, like like trying.
That's a jet.
So I'm there, like trying to like move and like talk and everything, and like I can't. So I could move my eyeballs, right? So I'm trying to like see like from the corner of my eye, like I'm literally going like this. I'm like going like this, like like trying to see like who's on top of me. And I like the whole time I was like, it's Daniel, like it's Daniel. Like it's Daniel on top of me, like he's back from the gym. And I was trying to like scream like, Daniel, stop, like I can't breathe or something. And I couldn't, like nothing would come out. And then out of a sudden, like I feel like free, like I'm able to like move again, right? So like I turned around, and I like, okay, so you know how I was facing this way, I turned, well, somebody's behind.
No, the blinds.
I was like, oh, so like I felt like I could breathe now, like there's no one on top of me. So I moved, and Daniel was laying next to me, and I was like, oh my god, like why would you do that? Like I couldn't breathe. And he was just laughing. He was just like, ha 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 ha. And I was like, whatever. I was like, how was the gym? And he answered, he was like, oh, it was good. So I was like, cool, you know? So I laid back down and I closed my eyes. But in that moment, I was kind of like down. Like he came back super fast. Like he literally just left to the gym and he's already back. So I opened my eyes again and I turned to my left. Like I was gonna ask him, like, or I don't know. I feel like I was probably gonna ask him, like, oh, like you came back fast, like that was fast. But when I turned around, like he was gone, like he wasn't even there. So I feel like I don't know what it was, but I mean it was Daniel, because I talked to him and like he talked back to me.
In your imagination.
Yeah. So like I feel like I don't know if it was a dream, like I imagined him, or it was someone else who pretended to be you, and like. I don't know, but it was weird. And but it was Daniel, and like when I saw that, when I opened my, like I literally closed my eyes like for seconds, and I opened them again, and I looked to my left, and he was like he wasn't there, and I was kind of like, what the hell, like this was hella weird, like this was weird. And I think I was just like, whatever, like just laid back down. And when I laid back down, like I felt like pressure like on me again. And I remember like I was telling him that I feel like my hands were like this, like somehow like this. And like I'm trying, like since I'm feeling like pressure, I'm trying so hard to like pull my hands up, and like I can't, like I'm just like there, like you could feel like you could see how I'm trying, but you like I can't move. But I could see like I don't know, like I could see like if my hand was moving like slowly, but my hand's not moving. It's like un reflejo, I don't know what the fuck, like what could you say? Like my soul, like my hand, I don't know, like I could see it like going up like this, but my hand's right here, so it's not moving, so I'm seeing like another fucking hand, you know, going up. And like I think like it just like it happened and then it stopped, and then I was like, okay, whatever. And I think I just like knocked out. And that was one thing, like that's when I was like, oh shit, like I got that fucking sleep paralysis.
You got it.
Yeah, so I think like that's when it started being like a little bit like kind of weird, you know. And then another thing that had happened, everything happened to me, not to him.
Well,
Literally,
to me, it's happened like in the past, but like, so like, it doesn't really happen to me anymore. Especially now, like how I said, like ever since she started staying over, like it just stopped, thankfully. But I used to get a lot of sleep paralysis, and like I don't know, kind of like seeing dark shadows in the middle of the night.
I've never seen a shadow.
At first, I mean, it was like really scary. Like I would be so scared to go to sleep. But like I don't know, like for some reason I like just got used to it happening, and like I just started to ignore it. It just kind of went away. Like.
Oh, and actually, you saw when I told him that happened to me, the sleep paralysis. He was like, "Oh, like I just seen a shadow like 3 days ago." Remember you told me? You were like, "Oh yeah, it just happened to me like last week or like something like that." And you were like, "Oh, and I saw a black shadow by the closet," and I was like, "Bruh, like." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" He was like, "I just forgot about it." I was like, "That's creepy. Like I've never seen a black shadow, and like he has. Like he sees black shadows, and I don't see anything." So I think like that's the creepy part. But like I feel like other stuff like happen more to me than him, cause I don't go to sleep early like he does because of work, but I'm always like up super late. Like there's times that I've gone to sleep like at 5 in the morning just cause I'm there watching TV or like Netflix, YouTube, whatever, like whatever I'm doing, right? And he's already knocked out and I'm awake. And I was like, okay, it's like about to be 3 in the morning. Like I need to go to sleep. So I remember like whatever, like I turned off the TV, I went to the restroom, brushed my teeth, like did whatever I had to do, and then I came back. And once I came back and I was like, okay, I'm going to sleep, whatever. So I turned off the lights, and so Daniel's bed, it's like on the wall, like by the wall, but like where I sleep on the wall side, so I'm like right next to the wall, and Daniel's like on this side. So for me to go over there like to my side, I had to jump Daniel. So I turned off the light, and then like I have like my flashlight because it's dark and I can see, so I'm jumping Daniel and I lay down, right? And like usually when I lay down, like I'll spend like another 10 minutes on my phone. So I was laying down and like I turned off my flashlight.
Southwest.
So I turned off my flashlight and I'm just like laying down there like on my phone, like, you know, Instagram, like whatever, like looking at people's posts. And all of a sudden, like it was already like it's been like seconds since I turned off the light. Like I turned off the light, lay down, I was on my phone, and literally like probably like 30 to 40 seconds like that I lay down, the lights turn on, and I was like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
like I literally looked to see if it was Daniel, like, oh, it was probably Daniel who turned on the lights, right? And like he's snoring like hella knocked out, like, and I was like, dude, what the hell? And I feel like his light, like it's kind of like hard to turn on, and like it doesn't just move by itself, like you have
like
to
flip.
Yeah, it's not the little flip like up and down, like it's not that, like you have to like darle vuelta.
It's a lamp.
Yeah, so you have to like you don't do it with your hand, like
turn the knob.
And like I was like, okay, like that shit okay, like I've been like here for a while. I was like, that shit has never happened to me, that has never happened to him, it has never happened to anybody else. I was like, so if I turn off the light, like how would it turn back on? Like unless someone like, you know, like did it. So I was like, yeah, that's it. Oh, and then it was 3 in the morning already. It was like past 3. So I was like, okay, this is hella creepy. But yeah, I was like, it's the creepy hour. Like, you know, they say 3, it's like the devil's hour.
3 to 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4. And like I was like, this light turned on. It never turns on. Like it has never turned on. Like this is like creepy. I was like, Daniel's knocked out. Like everybody in the house was knocked out except me. So I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, I need to go to sleep. So I got up and I turned off the light again. I went to sleep and I was like, I hope this shit don't turn back on, because that would be hella creepy as well. But it didn't. I just knocked out. And what else happened? Like,
so like lately, like all the stuff has been happening to her. Like, like I could only think of that time that I, like, you know, It was, I don't know what time it was. It was for sure like past 3, but I couldn't really sleep that night. Not because like I was like scared or I felt like presences or anything. It was just one of those days where I couldn't like, I was like I could turn around, waking up. So one of those moments when I wake up, I'm facing like the room, like the open part of the room, which is like the closet and then the door. And so the closet door was open, like it was lit open, and that's when I could see like a dark shadow. But I was telling her like the way for me to fight it off, or like I don't know, like I just like it got to the point where it got really annoying. So I just like I would just like talk shit to like, you know, if I felt something or like saw something, like I would just like talk shit to it or
Flip it off.
yeah, like I don't know why, like that's just like an instinct for me, like oh, like, you know, like fuck off, shit like that. And like I don't know, I guess it works. but then ever since everything started happening again, it was like mostly to her, or pretty much.
And something actually just happened like what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, she was with my little niece, and so I wasn't there.
Daniel was in the
them two.
restroom.
So
His sister and her husband were watching a movie in the
so it
living
was just
room.
you and
It was
Gina.
just me and his little niece in his room. Alright,
So it was just them two in there, and so they were just playing. She was like jumping.
She likes jumping in
on the
his bed.
bed.
So.
And Griselda was basically just holding her.
Yeah, I'm holding
So
her hands
Griselda's
like this.
back is to the closet. So the closet's back here, and she's over here playing with Regina, right? And she's like laughing and this and that.
Yeah, because we were playing like she was jumping and then she would fall and then she'll be like laughing and then she'll be like hella cracking up because she fell and then she would get back up and we kept on like playing around. And that's how it was. But like how he said, the closet's like right behind me and like she's actually facing the closet and I'm facing the wall. So we were doing that and she's like, I'm like literally like she was hella like laughing. And all of a sudden she went from like hella laughing like ah to like this like looking at something behind me like serious, like okay, look, her face went from like oh and she went like that, like
staring at something.
like I was like what are you looking at? I was like, ¿qué miras? You know, like I was like, ¿qué tanto miras? Like, what's behind me? Like, what are you looking at? And like, she would not, like, obviously she wouldn't say anything. She would be like, she looked like freaked out. And I was like, what are you looking at, Regina? Like, what's going on? Like, what's there? And like, she just wouldn't like say, look, she actually did say something. She was like, oh, pies. And I was like, what?
Feet.
Yeah, she was like, feet. And I was like, what? And then like I felt like hella weird because she's like looking at something right behind me, like if she's scared, like that's her scared look. And I was like, okay, this is weird. So I kept on looking to my back and I was like, what is there? Like, and like I was like, what's wrong? Like,
And
what
she
is
like
there?
jumped on you, right?
Yeah, like
she wanted you to hug her.
No, like she actually like I was like, so what's there? And like she was literally like scared and then she just went like this. Like she just grabbed me, like she literally grabbed me like this, like scared. And she's like, no, like hella scared. I was like, dude, like what? Like this is creepy. So I was like, no, like should we just go out the room? She's like, yeah, like vámonos, like let's go. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed her and I was walking out the room and like I have no shoes on. I was like, okay, hold on, let me get my shoes. So I went back in there and like I'm putting on my shoes and she's literally just like staring like at the closet. And like if I had her with me and I'm like moving, like she'll move her hair right away to like the closet. And she'll be like she'll kept on like just staring at the closet. And I was like, dude, like what is there? Like that's creepy. Like what the hell? Like but that's the only thing that happened. But like it freaked me out. And I even told Dan, I was like, dude, like something like creepy happened like in the room, like. And it wasn't like me this time. It was like her noticing like something being there, or like her staring at something that I couldn't see.
So she saw it too.
Yeah, so she got scared and like I was getting scared. I was like, dude, like what the hell? And like that night, like I could not like sleep. Like I was laying down, like Daniel like literally laid down and he's like already like sleeping within like a minute. Like he's like snoring and I'm just there laying down and like I have like a weird feeling, like I don't feel like comfortable. Like I just kept on looking like at the closet, like in the room. I was like, I can't, like I would lay down and like I mean I was already laying down, but like I would be like moving around and like I'm trying so hard to go to sleep and I can't because I just have like a freaking weird ass feeling. And I was like, oh my god. And like Daniel's all like, I was like honestly scared. Like I come on telling, I was like, no, like I'm scared, like I'm scared, like. But obviously he knocked out, and I was just like, I was literally like sleeping like this, like I was like, like trying to be so close to him because I was scared. Like I wasn't trying to like just be there, like, you know, like laying down. I was like, is there something next to me? Mostly because I was like, he actually slept on my side and I slept on his side, so I was close. I was like right next to the closet. I feel like that's why I feel like hella weird, because that had happened to me that same day, like earlier, and then like we're out here going to sleep, and I was like, creepy, like
not fun.
Yeah. But I think like that was my mom. I told my mom like everything that has happened to us, and she actually like gave me like holy water. So like we had like put like holy water in the room. Like I get some holy water in my forehead, on his forehead, on his little niece's forehead. I was like, yeah, we gotta be safe. Like we can't risk it.
Definitely keep you guys updated with this situation right now. We'll see what we do about it.
I don't know if anything else happens to us, we'll let you guys know. But so far, that's what has happened to us, and we think it's haunted. It's creepy.
Maybe we could do like a Ouija board in there. What do you guys think?
You wouldn't be down. Shut up.
No.
Yeah, nah. That'll be like making it worse. Nah, we don't fuck with that.
Unless we get, I don't know, what, a few people to comment and dare us.
What if they do?
I say if we get 100 dares, I'll do it. 100 dares.
He'll do it. I'll record.
So there you go.
Yeah, but if you guys
Maybe
have
that way we can find out
scary
what's really
stories,
going on.
you guys should let us know if anything like that has happened to you guys. And oh, you know what's creepy though? That right here, like literally like right there, like in front of us, it's the cemetery.
We're
Like
looking at
Daniel lives next to the cemetery. Watch, you guys could see a cross that they have up there. Like you guys see it, like right here. So
That
like
whole
right,
hill,
yeah.
That whole hill is part of the cemetery.
All this hill, like it's already like part of the
so basically
cemetery.
behind these houses, it's like cemetery. So.
Yes, so that I think like that's kind of like creepier. Like we're like right next to the cemetery, so it's creepy.
Maybe they built this on top of some tombstones.
And his sister, his
Graves.
younger sister, she always has she has mentioned to me that she always feels weird because she feels like there's like a spirit or like something in this house, like their house. I was like, I believe her now.
Yeah.
But this was our story of the stuff that has happened to us. So thank you guys for watching, staying with us, listening to us. Sorry for the late video.
Yeah. We have a couple challenges in mind, so definitely come back at you with another one pretty soon.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
and turn on your notification.
and turn on your post notification so you can get the little
Bell.
the little bell. Click it and stay with us. Be part of the DNG family. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. We love you guys. Bye.
Adios.